On the 5th of July, Meta just launched Threads. What's Threads? Kind of a Twitter competitor. And because of that, Twitter's already threatening legal action. So, why are they threatening to sue? Well, basically, Twitter are trying to say that Zuck has stole some Twitter employees and used them to create Threads, which is a Twitter knockoff. Specifically, Twitter attorney Alex Spiro sent a letter to Meta CEO Zuck on Wednesday accusing Meta of a systematic, willful, and unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property. So, to determine if this actually is a copycat, we'll have to look at Threads and see, is it the same? So, let's have a look at the Threads app. When you open it up, you first import your Instagram profile. Once you've imported that, you're met with this UI, which, as you can tell, looks the same as Twitter. And when you go on a post or a thread, you have the ability to like it here, to comment, to repost or quote it, and then to share it to someone else. And so you can see the replies and the likes here. Next tab over, we have search. So from here, you're able to search different profiles, but unlike Twitter, you can't search hashtags. So they've been talking about how you can have like these different communities and stuff that you can join, but it doesn't look like that from what I can see. It just looks exactly like Twitter, where you interact with the profiles, and it's not like a Twitter Reddit crossover. Anyway, you can then create a new thread. You can see your activity in here, and then you have your profile. And now, for Threads, they do the same old thing, right? And I think this is supposed to be their USP. Now, you'll know from previous interviews and stuff that Zuck loves to just make Facebook out to be this lovely place to connect and have friends and rainbows and unicorns. And it basically does the exact same thing for Threads. They're trying to say that they're not going to allow politics and things like that on, and that it's just going to be a big, friendly, neutral place where people could connect. So the former head of Facebook's newsfeed, this guy Mosseri, he says the goal isn't to replace Twitter. The goal is to create a public square for communities on Instagram that never really embraced Twitter, and for the communities on Twitter that are interested in a less angry place for conversations, but not all of Twitter. So basically what Threads is supposed to be is an extension of Instagram. Because you know, you go on Instagram and say you've got a couple of creators that you really like in like the fitness niche, and then you want to talk to other people within the fitness niche. Well, you'd have to like send private messages to people or have conversations in the comments. And so what Threads is supposed to do is to take that away now, so it's connected to Instagram. You basically can then go and have a little community where you can talk about stuff. So you can imagine it kind of like Reddit meets Twitter, but only for Instagram. And so in that sense, it's not an exact copy, but I hate this language of like less angry. It's just, it does me nothing, to be fair. He then goes on to say there are more than enough amazing communities, sports, music, fashion, beauty, entertainment to make a vibrant platform without needing to go into politics or hard news. And we all know what Facebook are like with censoring hard news and dodgy politics. But I think here it is important that we look at Facebook's history of being a copying company. So a little bit of background pre the Facebook is that Zuck created FaceMash in 2003, and then in 2004 he launched the Facebook, which was just a digital version of Harvard's Facebook. And we all know from the social network that apparently he stole that idea too. So it was pretty dodgy beginnings, but then even if we skip forward to like 2013 when Facebook offered to buy Snapchat, as that was, all the rage back in the day, well, Snapchat declined to let them buy it. And so as a result, you can see that Zuck basically stole loads of the features and put them in to Facebook through stories and filters on your face and stuff. In 2015, he copied On This Day from Time Hop, if you remember that, throwback. In 2016, they copied Snapchat using Instagram stories. And in 2020, they copied Reels from TikTok. And so the problem here within this kind of technological realm is that the things that they stole or copied, right? Hashtag don't sue me, please. These are actually just like features. So it's kind of like, what's it like? It's like someone making the first button and then you, on your new product, use a button. It's kind of copying, but kind of not, because it's just like a thing that it's not like a full product. And also when it's within tech, it's all murky. But then again, something which is hilarious is that in 2012, Meta actually, or Facebook then, were able to copyright the news feed. So they like to patent their own stuff, but then they like to just kind of, use other folks. ideas. And with this, the US copyright law doesn't protect ideas. So for Twitter to be successful in court, it will have to prove that its own intellectual property, such as programming code, was taken. Now, anyway, BBC, they put up a pretty cool infographic, so we can look at that and see how Threads and Twitter compare. Post length, you get almost double the amount for Threads. You can have links, photos, videos, right, whatever. That's kind of standard stuff. But then if you look further down, Threads has no hashtags, it has no trending stories, it has no direct messaging, which are all like the main features of Twitter. So it doesn't have those. Is it a copycat? But Facebook, they do have a Meta, they do have a history of outsourcing ideation. Let's call it that. So I don't honestly think anything will come with this. I don't think that they will be sued or anything. But if anything, it probably just makes the cage fight more exciting. Anyway, I'll see you next time for what's going on in tech.